Is the Minersy Mining app really a way to potentially earn up to $856 passively per month from your phone as it looks like inside the app, or is it a waste of time? My name is Michael, and many viewers have recently asked me about this platform, so therefore I decided to test it, and in this Minersy review I'll give you an inside look and show both the pros and the cons and some very important details you need to consider before downloading this app. So let's start by going over who can join. And Minersy is a website and an app. You can actually join it on the website, and you can join from basically all countries from what I've been able to find out. But if you want to earn by using this mining option where you can earn for free, you do need the app, and the app is only available for Android devices. But let's talk about the basic idea of what it actually does, and then I'll log in and show you exactly how it works. So Minersy says here that it's a free cloud mining platform, so you can just join and start earning. And the idea behind that is that you can see cloud mining is where it's done with equipment from Minersy, so you don't have to have any equipment, because traditionally participating in mining would be very expensive, and in this case they don't take advantage of any of your computer power, device power from your phone or anything like that, but supposedly they have the equipment and you get a share of that. But the challenge in general with the cloud mining is how to actually check that they actually do have the equipment, and how it actually really works. And when we take an inside look at Minersy, then you can also see that the business model also seems to be slightly different. There is another way for them to make quite a bit of money, which means they can pay us users. But let me log in and then I'll explain more about exactly what I mean. So I have now logged into the Minersy app, and it is kind of easy because when you just join here, you can see you can just scroll down here, and then there's a big start button there, and then you can see here the rate you will be earning with. This can be increased, so you can earn quite a bit more. We'll talk more about that later, but for now all I need to do is here go and click the start button there, and then you can see I need to wait. And then I will start earning, but first I will see an ad, and that is how they make a lot of money in here is by getting us to watch ads, because every time you click there will be an ad shown. So I'll just be right back when this ad is over. So the ad is now over, and now you can then see that there is a timer, and that means in 30 minutes then I need to click again and another ad will play, but then I will also just keep earning. And you can see right now it says that my choice is Bitcoin, but you can also scroll here, and then you can see there are other cryptocurrencies you can choose to actually to earn here if you prefer some other cryptocurrencies. So I do like that they have that choice to choose between different cryptocurrencies. That's always good. But that's what I mentioned before, that it seems like they have a couple of other ways to make money here than from the actually mining equipment, because they want us to watch ads not necessarily every half an hour, because how often you will have to click here will depend on the package you get. Right now this is a free package, so you can earn for free, but you would need to click and watch an ad every 30 minutes, which can be quite annoying and not something that will earn you a lot, to be honest, with this free package. We'll go over the other packages and how often you then need to click and all that in just a few seconds. Let's first talk about one more way they have to earn in here also. So as you can see at the top, they also have something called gift box, and this is also something you can click, and then you can get access to earning a little bit extra. You see here you can get a daily box for free here, and potentially earn up to $10 US. But of course it can also be USDT, so it's basically the same value as US dollars, but you see it can also be as little as 0.0001 USDT. There are also other gift boxes, but here you actually need to buy them. So you see here you will need to pay $5, but you might only win $2 or USDT. You can win up to 200. So this is a little bit of a gamble, and of course you have to be lucky to actually win anything, so it is risky. But you can also just choose the free one here. You see the daily box you can do once per day there for free, and then I need to approve, and an ad comes up again. There's a lot of ads like that, so I'll just be right back when the ad is over again. So the ad is now over, and they added something to my balance, but there was no clear information about how much did I actually win by doing that. It didn't tell me that. So again, that's not super user friendly. There should have been some kind of screen telling me exactly how much I won there, in my opinion, but there's no information like that. So you kind of just need to keep an eye on your balance. And even when you go back here, you see it counts down when you can do it again, but again, no information about exactly how much I earned, but definitely not a lot. But the way to earn more is then to upgrade to one of the higher packages, and this is where they also claim you can earn up to these $856 monthly passively just by having it running here, as I mentioned at the beginning. But let's look into whether that makes sense or not. So when you're inside the app, you can scroll down on the main dashboard, and then you can see here, this is the free package. This is what I am using right now, and then you can read the returns there. That's basically like nothing you can really earn with the free package. But then you can scroll and see the other options, and if you click it, then you can see, for example, if I use this intermediate one there, then I would need to invest $75 there, and then you can see the daily return, weekly return, and 30-day return. So of course, like if I have to pay $75 and I could get potentially 85 back, that sounds like a good deal. And you might also get tempted to, let's say, if we go for the highest option, this is this one called Supreme. If we check that, you can see here, then potentially $856 there USDT monthly I could potentially earn. I would of course need to invest $675 monthly to do that also. But of course you can say like, okay, like in general, if I was told like, okay, you can give $675, I will give you 856 back. No, like of course you would do that, so it can seem like a good investment. But what you cannot see here is this how often you need to restart this miner. So I'll just find that here, because if you scroll back up and then you click the browse all packages there, then you can find more information about this, and it's a little bit confusing. They have it different places, because then here you can scroll through and then you can see here, for example, in 1 hour you need to click again. If we go to the Supreme, then you see every 2 hours. So even though you get this one for $675, you need to still come in and click the button every 2 hours and watch one of their spammy ads. And this also means that these $856, that's the full potential if you click it every single time you can, meaning every 2 hours. And of course that is not really realistic, because you also do need to sleep, and sometimes you might forget it and do it half an hour later or 2 hours later, and then you wasted some time. So that means that unless you're 100% sure you can do it exactly every 2 hours, then there's a good risk that you will never actually be able to earn the full potential. And in many cases, you will likely not even be able to click enough times to earn back this. Because let's say you want to sleep, 8 hours a night, so that means like it's 1/3 already you can't earn there. Maybe you forget it sometimes, maybe you're with your family, maybe you do something else. So you can quickly see that you have to be lucky to even earn half of what the full earning potential is. And this is what you really need to consider. And many people just see this like, oh, 856 passively, pay 675, super. But in reality, very few people will be able to click it enough time to actually do that. And so that's what I mean also at first, like Minersy seems to have another business model. Like they earn a lot by us watching ads. You have to watch ads for everything you do. Plus these packages, the system they made where you need to click and watch ads, that often also means that it's difficult to actually make back the money you invest. But it does seem that you can actually get paid if you reach the $25 payout threshold, which is also a little bit high. So you shouldn't expect to be able to reach this just with the free option. So you would need to invest, but that does come with quite a high risk in my personal opinion. So to make it clear, I understand why Minersy seems interesting and as an easy way to earn, but when you really think about it and analyze it and calculate, you can see it will be quite hard to make back the money you invest, because you do need to invest to actually reach the payout threshold to get paid. And I don't mind actually investing if it's a good investment, but in my opinion here it would not be a good investment, because the risk of you not even being able to make back the money and the amount of time you have to focus on going in there and clicking a button and watching an ad to just make back your money, it's just not worth it in my personal opinion. But if you have another opinion, other experiences, please feel free to share below. That would be great to hear. But if you're interested in free mining apps, I do have a list of options where you do actually not have to upgrade to reach the payout threshold. I do have a list of that on my website. I'll leave a link to that below. I also have some more information just about the best free ways to earn Bitcoin if that's you're interested in. I'll also leave a link to that below, so then you can go and check that out. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you. Many of you have asked about my opinion and experiences with it. And if the video did help you, make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video, tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.